Hello, hello. How is everyone today? How is everyone? Lunchtime, makeup time, a little concealer time. Concealer! Are we being concealed? Or covering up what we want to cover up and then blending what we want to blend? How is everyone? What's happening? Lunchtime. Putting on Cashmere Complexion Concealer in Smokey. Just recently explained that Smokey is a white dessert. A lot of people thought I was saying mocha, that it would be dark, but nope, it's Smokey. Smokey. Let me find the right brush. Find my blending brush. What's happening? Today is a huge, huge day. Today and tomorrow. Thursday and Friday. 26 and 27. It's free shipping on orders 25 or more. Patrick's watching me over there. Orders of $25 or more with the code WOMEN. Okay? Capital WOMEN. I didn't know there was a code the other day. We weren't told there was a code the other day. But there is a code. It's celebration of International Women's Equality Day. So, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Hey, how are you? So, yes. So, it is a special code. We were not told of the code until... I was not aware of a code until this morning. Little concealer on my eyeglass, where my eyeglasses usually are. Wore pink eyeshadow yesterday, so my lids are a little pink. A little pink. Put a little bit more on here on my... How is everyone doing today? A little bit. There we go. Little concealer. What is happening? It's a beautiful day, or the sun keeps going in and out, but I'd say partly sunny, like the weather is. Weather people. Good. Hello, how are you? Oh. All right, let's get some color on this face. I'm not wearing a mask probably until later, so I can add a little lip color. All right, flat velvet lipstick in Cassie red. Cassie's. I have not just put lipstick straight on in a while, but I'm gonna align. I'm gonna align with a corner of it's a flat end, which I love. Gives you a lot of control over your lips. So I haven't done my hair yet. It looked like it was going to rain this morning. I thought, oh, I could do my hair. Oh, no, it looks like it's going to rain. And then the sun came out. Of course, when I get busy doing something else. So the reason why, because I sit outside to do my color. Don't have to put newspapers everywhere. And spend 2 hours preparing, covering everything up. And then 2 hours doing my hair. And then another hour taking it all down. It becomes an all-day affair. So I did it outside last time, but I'm now almost at the point where I might wait until like a couple more weeks till I'm going to go, or till it's like a week before I go away. So that way it'll be like time just right. So I actually skip a month. All right, so that was Cassie's red in the flat velvet lipstick. And then fill it in with my favorite, which is fluffy pink. Fluffy pink. It's just kind of like a coral. That's one of my favorite colors. So you have the depth of the deeper red as the liner, and then the brighter pink filled in. Now, another thing I'm going to do is add just a little bit of gloss. I'm going to add a little bit of my birthday cake Crave, which tastes like birthday cake. Just a little bit of shimmer. Gives you a nice, pretty glossy lip. All right. Now, one new thing I've been doing is the VDL primer in this color. It's almost like a baby blue, or kind of like a pale, but what it does is it's really good at brightening, and I've noticed is it seems to me, I like it better in terms of the helping the eyeshadow stay even longer than the regular one. I think the color is Serenity or something. Something like that. I was folding laundry and some pieces didn't get put away yesterday. Where is it? Crave lip gloss tastes so good. Crave lip gloss tastes like, and the Crave, and it tastes like birthday cake, tastes just like birthday cake. And it gives you that craving. If you've got that craving for sweets. The craving for Crave. Oh, come on. It's in the VDL section. See, our books are now, our brochures are now split up. You've got VDL in one section, and there it is. Serenity. I was right. Serenity. It's the baby blue. It's the baby blue. And they have a shimmer one, too, that's gold, which I haven't tried yet. The original one here is not quite that shade. It's a little lighter than that. A pale shade. But anyway, this, I've noticed, has an eye, at least for my skin tone, has a brightening effect. Especially in the corners. In the hollows. All right, so what are we doing here? Let's figure out. Minx. That's always a nice one. We can always warm things up with. Okay. These are also pretty. These quad palettes. These quads. Oh, right. This is what I want for my brows. This color right here. And this is in Maven. Now, what I do is I peel the plastic off of the mirror. Everything comes with a nice plastic on the mirror. And then I use that to keep this fresh. Okay, so get a brow. Do this. I dip it in here. And I use the edge. I just make a little. If you don't have it, you just draw it in. If you don't have it, you just draw it in. Just draw it in. I'm drawing you in. I also found this. Hey, how are you? Oh, thanks so much. I found this too. Look at this. This stencil. This isn't an Avon thing. It's just something I got from one of those catalogs. Those random kind of catalogs. But I don't do it all the way. I kind of do it here, and then I do it here. Give me my ankle. This one I can fill in a lot more, because this one isn't quite as thick. There we go. I can't believe it's now 20 years since I got that poster. It was exactly this week, 2001, that I went to that's that Madonna concert. It was the one where she did music makes the people come together. And everybody was wearing cowboy hats. Her little Western phase. All her different phases. It really was a lot of things happened right after that, right before, right after. Music. Come together. Yeah. Alright, let's get this. Where's my... I need a spoolie. Oh, here we go. Got a spoolie. Just take a brush. Brush this around. Oh, are we on break now, yep, honey? Okay, great. Thank you.
This little one's going to give me a break.
When he takes his lunch break, then he feeds Pippa, and then he takes her out. But she knows exactly what time it is in general. She knows it's lunchtime. You can hear all that rattling. All that rattling of the collars. Her being excited that it's lunchtime. That Daddy's going to feed her and all that. All right, now I'm going to do a look. All right. First, let's do some blush here, but I'm going to do an eye look that I haven't done in a while. All right, so this one is called Minx, okay? It's called Minx. And this I just love all over. I mean, I just love the colors in this. It's nice, warm, pretty. You can use it as a blush. I'm using everything. I use everything for everything. But I always make sure I get my temples in here. Music makes the people come together, yeah. I'll do a little up in there so that we can get the little Kim Kardashian. That's a little Kim Kardashian tip. To do around your hairline if you're doing self-tanner or bronzer or along your part so that it actually looks more like your own skin tone. Yes, some little Hollywood makeup tips where you heard it right here first. Or I got it from their video. And that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to share all the tips. Share the tips. All right, that one is Minx. Minx, darling. Okay, so I'm going to take the dark brown from this that I used on my brows. I'm also going to use it on my lids. Music makes the people come together. Yeah. I'm use it on my lids. Yes, yes, yes. I have not done a real deep smoky eye look on my lids in a while. I know it seems like I do it a lot, but that's only when I do it on the outer corner. I haven't done the all over dark lid look in a while. There we go. Make sure I get in the corner here. There's several mirrors in different directions. Music makes the people come together, yeah. I have a funny story with that. But it was a wacky night. That's all I can say. It was one wacky night in 2001. the beginning of a new new millennial, a new decade, a new everything. And everyone thought it was going to be like so amazing. It was like, oh wow, Y2K didn't happen. Everything's going to be okay. Little did we know. Oh, crazy. Those of us remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Those of us who remember. Oh my God. Now I'm going to take a fluffier brush, a blending brush like this. And I'm going to go back over to one I used for my blush and highlight contour, whatever. I very rarely use these, but you can use them when you're traveling. They always come with, and I always show you. If you want to put it all over the lid, you use the wider, and when you want to line, you use the more narrow tip. Right, but I'm dipping into this brown, kind of like a brownie bronzy color here to fade this out. So yeah, so for 2 days, 2 days in a row, 2 days in a row, you have free shipping on orders $25 or more. That is huge because usually our free shipping is $60 or more, okay? So if your order is less than $60, you have an $8 charge, which, to me, you can buy a couple of glimmer sticks at that point with that. But you can get more when you're saving more because you're saving on the shipping because you can you don't have to worry about, I've got to build up to 60 to get the free shipping. All right, now going back to what I did my lid color with, darker color. I'm going back and forth between Maven and Minx, these two shadow quads. And I've been showing the neutral ones a lot on here lately because I like showing how you can do a lot with a neutral. Just get a little bit of, if you have a tendency to get a little bit in the corner there, you just take the brush you used with your concealer, that some might have a little concealer on it, just kind of fluff that out. All right, now back to the other eye. And if you feel like it's a little much for your eye, if you have dark circles or something, don't use as wide of a brush, use a thinner brush, or just do a little bit of your liner, Even for me, I'm going to go back over this with a little concealer and kind of clean it up a little bit. I'm going to clean it up. See how that looks a little cleaner. Sometimes I like that smoky look. I like the smoky look. Right, now, what am I going to do? Where is it? Okay, there it is. There's my powder. Does she know what she's doing? Oh. All right, taking my pressed powder foundation, which I need to get a new one. And it comes with its own sponges, but you can also buy replacement sponges from Sally Beauty Supply. And you can clean it up with a little bit of that matches your shade. Okay, now we're going to do a little eye brightening. With the magic dust. Now, here's a tip I just learned. Because there's no lock on this sieve here for the powder, you can go to it and with this on, holding it tight, go like that, and it puts it right onto the puff. If you want to go straight to the puff, or if you want to go from the puff to your brush, because see how that blends that in. Gives you a much more finished kind of a look to your makeup. I'm gonna add a little shimmer, don't worry. But I'm not really a dewy person. Everyone's into dewy looks. It's not really my thing. I've had to get used to it. I usually like more this, but I will agree that the more shimmer there is, the more open and the more youthful. So I'm dipping into a shimmer, the shimmer of, what's this, Maven. Okay, I'm dipping into this shimmer right here. Nothing like lunch at home when you're teleworking. You can have a beer. When it's time to... See, my old phone wouldn't pick this up, but look at how that shimmer is. Look at that shimmer! Look at that shimmer! Look at that shimmer! I don't know how I got thinking of that song. All I know is that we're starting to get some holiday previews in, and those holiday previews, oh my God. Jewelry, decor, jewelry, decor, so many cool things for the holidays. Oh my God. You don't know what you're missing. Okay, you have no idea what you're missing until, if you gotta get, I can't really put on the main thing because I don't know the prices yet, but I have it in my VIP, okay? If you're not in my VIP, you're really missing out, because the VIP group is where I post a lot of the beauty news. And, you know, if you think I do a lot here, which I do a little, but I try not to be super salesy, spammy, annoying. But over there is where, you know, I have a VIP group where it's just mainly about my beauty business. So, as well as my beauty page. So I have a beauty page where you can like, and I have the VIP that you can join. And, yeah, so there's a lot going on, and there's a lot that I show in those pages. Okay. There's a lot. Pretty. So many pretty things, but there's still pretty things from last Christmas that are in goodbyes. That gorgeous emerald necklace from last year, I think it's still available. That necklace is gorgeous. That emerald necklace is rhinestones with a big emerald. That's still my favorite. I have it over there on my display. Let me just show you what I've got over here. See that? See this necklace right here? See, look at that. Look at the diamonds with the emerald. It's all simulated, okay? And then there's more. There's a bracelet. And there's so many things. Of all the times the phone to ring. See, here's my little, here's where I'm putting on my makeup. See, there's my whole spread right there. I've got zebra stuff. I've got, one of these days I'll do a little tour of, see, look, those are my 8 boxes. I've actually had to scale down on the A boxes because I had so many. And over here, over there is the Overstock collection. And then I have beauty things here. Look, all that is going out in the mail. There's last shop is resting. We got everything. There's a laundry baskets over there. Sometimes we just have the air off and just have the fan. Some of my husband's history books that he's selling. There's Patrick's desk. There's my desk. I'm using my desk chair. So yeah, so you have a little workroom tour. Little workroom tour. Oops, I don't want to lose this. Okay. And that's his little Bonaventure. It's like St. Bonaventure. I don't remember what the mascot is, but that was his little thing for St. Bonaventure. It's where he went to school. And if you're a fan of Annie Mae, we're always calling it Aunt Bonyface, because I feel like Annie Mae. Annie Mae. Little Patrick went to St. Bonyface. Hey Sharon, how are you? I was just saying how some of the lots of jewelry from the holidays last year is now in the goodbyes section. But we now have lots of new stuff coming out for holiday 2021. And I'm thinking I might just wait a couple more weeks. I don't know. I'm debating. If I do it now, I'm going to have to do it again in like 3 weeks. So I might just wait a couple more weeks just so I can get it totally flawless and fresh from my trip. Flawless and fresh. Flawless and fresh. All right. We got a little more extra contour. Extra contour. A little extra contour. How is everybody doing? It's really amazing. The reason why they're doing that free shipping for 2 days in a row is to help us make up for some of the time lost when both websites were down a week and a half ago. I'm hoping it will help. I mean, and you know, I have a lot of people I have to text and message and let them know what's up because, you know, not everybody sees Facebook. Not everybody sees what I see or what you might see. Some do. Some don't. And that can cover a lot of things. Do you see what I see? Oh, hey, I totally forgot. The other day, when I did that unboxing, and I showed this, and I thought it was going to be a red lip gloss, and it ended up being a shimmery lip gloss. A really pretty, a little pretty shimmery of the Glimmer. What this is, it's a lip plumper. And I didn't notice because I put it on top of something else, but look at it. Maybe I'll put a little, I already put a little crave on here. But, oh, it has like a minty. Oh, that's right. It has like a minty. Everything in the new stuff is minty. There's that pink peppermint bubble bath is heavenly. We're going to have pink peppermint lotions and pink peppermint hand lotion, body lotion, and the bubble bath and all that. That scent, I have been doing my dishes with it ever since I got that free thing, that free one from my convention freebies. Oh my God. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel the pumping. So that's what this is. This is the Glimmer, FMG Glimmer Lip Plumper. It actually is a shimmer lip gloss. So I just showed it as a shimmer lip gloss. I'm ringing like crazy. I did not know it actually is a lip plumper. It says right on here, but you know me. I think I was in the heat of the excitement of the moment. All right, we're going to do, where's the little magic dust. And this does have, when I showed the smaller one, this one does not have a lock, but it does have the puff on the inside. So that's why I was showing you can go like this and it gets on, and you put your fingers in here and you've got it right there. Or you can dip your brush onto this or into this, okay? But this one, it can be really confusing. This one, the bigger one, does have a lock, and you can tap it out into the lid or just onto your brush. And this gives you a little bit more of a shimmery kind of dewy kind of finish. A shimmer kind of, a shimmy. A little shimmery, a little more shimmer. A shimmer and a glimmer. I know it can get a little confusing. Where to put the shimmer, where not to put the shimmer, where to add some glimmer. Oh, well, let me tell you, the ball is rolling. I've talked to my bank, and we are making a dispute for that hotel. So thank God. All right, so that chapter is hopefully on its way to close, and I feel so much better. When you have a bad experience somewhere, you have to speak up. You have to speak up and let them know. And even if you don't get satisfaction with them, if you paid with your credit card, you handle it. Handle it. Some adulting stuff right there, but that's important. All right, so this is the new Glimmer Liner. We've got cream shadows and we've got liner. They come in these cute little pots. So pretty, okay? So we've got glimmer, and there's going to be new glimmer sticks, new introduction of glimmer sticks, new packaging for that. All right, so I'm taking it on a wide, I'm just going to do from this mirror. I'm taking it on a wide, from here, and I actually pulled myself together this morning. But it's only, and we've got some workmen coming to haul something away. So that's progress. My favorite, my elliptical, which was so good, so wonderful, was one of my favorite ellipticals, and was one of the few pieces of equipment that was good for my height and Patrick's height. And it felt smooth, didn't have any problems. It only lasted a year. First thing that happened was the I don't even know what you would call it, the electrical thing on the front. And of course we bought it from Sears when Sears was going out of business. So, no recourse there. So that thing blew, but you can still use the actual steps and the whole thing. And just keep track of it with a clock, right? This really pays attention to how many, all that other stuff that's on the display. So then it worked another year, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, it got so hard to use. It was almost as if someone had tightened, and we hadn't even moved or anything at that point. It was that someone had tightened the tension up to like the highest setting, and we couldn't get it back down because we had no way. And so then it was like really too hard to use, and then after a while, we couldn't use it at all. So, and it's a shame because, like I said, it's so hard for me to buy a exercise equipment that is good for a shorter person, and unless I were to buy kids. That's why, all these people are like, oh, Peloton's great. You have to have long legs to be able. You have to have legs long enough to sit up, even at the lowest setting. There are many exercise bikes that are way too high for me. I can be at the lowest setting of the seat, but my feet and legs do not reach where the pedals are, okay? And that is a huge problem. If you're a little person, now some people buy kids exercise bikes, but they don't give you the same type of thing. They don't have Pelotons for children. They don't have Pelotons for little people. They need to. You know how many people who are like, technically considered handicapped? Yeah, well, little people need, need to have that equipment. And so anyway, so there have been a few other things that I have bought over the years that would work on a taller person, but it didn't work for me. There was some cardio thing where you went like this, and it wasn't a rowing thing, but it was good for overall cardio, but it didn't do because it hit me in the wrong spot. And if anything, it amplified my stomach and hips because that was what was doing all the work as opposed to what your overall body and legs would be if you were a longer person, taller person. But in my mind, it's the length of legs. So we gave that, I had that one. That was one of those, everyone has to have this thing. Can't remember what that one was called. I mean, I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot of machines. So anyway, we're getting it hauled away. It may even cost as much to haul it away as it does to, take it from downstairs. But the amount of space that will be available in that room for the equipment we do use, and that is good, it will be much more productive because we'll have more room in there. So that is that. That is that. How about them apples? So now, here's a little thing. If you have a clean makeup brush, sometimes you can use that clean makeup brush to kind of rearrange things and get things where you want it to be. There we go. I did a little bit of a wing. On a wing and a prayer. There we go. All right, now. I'm going to do some Love at First Lash, Love at First Lash. This is the travel size. Love at First Lash. I have so many of these. Keep getting them on promos. Oops. Leaned against something. I may have gotten some mascara on something. I got to clean it up later. So, yeah, it's a problem. And a lot of those, I can't go to like those, they always have those classes where people are all on bikes and like, I gotta do that, everybody gets all excited. I can't be in those classes because you can't reach the thing. I don't even know what they're called anymore. It was so popular. I mean, I know there still are. It got popular because certain celebrities were saying, well, if you were doing that, those classes are so incredibly hard that after you, not only do you get small, but after you once you get in a regular thing, you can eat anything. So then people are like, oh, I gotta take it. I don't even know what those classes are called anymore. There's so many. I mean, it's just, do what works for you. That's all I can say. Some people like dance. Some people like... I just was watching an old video where somebody did a certain type of a turn. And I was like, I can remember doing turns like that. And I'm like, I gotta get back into those types of dancing. That type of dancing where I could actually do a spin and another spin and all that. And I haven't seen people dance like that in a while. In videos where it was like real dancing. Alright, Love at First Lash. And you notice I'm not pumping. I'm just dipping and twirling. Dip and twirl. Dip and twirl. Where you have one leg and the other leg's bent and then you spin around. Like Paula Abdul type stuff. This one. at one point, I was learning how to do all that kind of stuff. Yes, those moments of where I was trying to do all kinds of things. I would take the bus in the rain with my bag, my dance bag, all that. I would do all. Now I look back, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna take the bus in the rain. Trudge through the puddles and all that. All right, now I'm doing the waterproof. Trudge through all the puddles and get there. Had a lot of fun though. Had some good times to get to the special dance place. Had a lot of fun. Da, da, da. I still am a dance oh, thank you so much. I'm still a dance geek. Anytime there's a movie with dancing, I will watch it. I've seen all those. I watch all those So You Think You Can Dance shows. I watch all those. Although there are times where I'll fast forward through a lot of the tryouts because I just don't have patience for the tryouts. I used to have fun watching the people screw up. Same thing with singing. I used to have fun, like, and sometimes they used to put on some of the worst people. Like, what are they thinking? They're thinking, come on, be good. But at the same time, it's like, you have so little time. You just don't want to have to sit through the people who are really, really bad. And then one time there was a guy on So You Think You Can Dance she was the son of someone I went to high school with. And that was really wild. I was like, oh my God. Someone was like, you just don't even know who has kids, who doesn't have kids, whatever. It's like someone I hadn't thought of in decades. And her son ended up getting the semifinals. He was really good, really great dancer. Cute family. Whole family was great. Whole family was cute. But still, it's just like, oh my God. These people having families when I've been... Well, I used to say when I've been goofing off, but I don't say that anymore. I'm far from goofing off, but I used to be like, 10 years after high school, when a lot of people were getting married and having kids, I'd be like, getting married and having kids when I'm here goofing off. I had a little bit more bronzer, but I am far from goofing off now. Life has been working and working and working. Some nights till 10 o'clock, 10:30. Sometimes falling asleep at my desk, waking up at 3 a.m., working some more. There's a lot. A lot going on. Small business entrepreneurs. Oh, is that the box? Is that Avon? Oh, good. Oh, look at that. See? I have my own delivery person. Thank you, sweetheart. And thank you. He's always so good about carrying things up. Oh, an order came. Okay. I think some I'm gonna have to off camera. It's so funny. It happened just when just as I'm just about ready. I'm going to see what things are because there's a whole bunch of swag that I got from the convention as if I had attended it in person. And I think it might be in that box in addition to some orders. And sometimes some people like their orders unboxed and some people mind it. So lately I have not been unboxing orders. But when it's stuff that I know that like people might think are cool. So I might stay tuned. I may, in about a half hour, 45 minutes or so. Well, it all depends. That's when the workman's coming. But later on, say sometime throughout the course of the day, I will be back. If it has the good stuff in it from the convention, I'll do an unboxing of that stuff, so you can see what that stuff is. Because a lot of it's like Avon branding stuff. There's a poster that's supposed to come that everybody's saying that is not coming with the swag, that has to come later, that I want to put on that wall. 135th anniversary poster that's got a whole bunch of like vintagey pieces and different, different things in it. So anyway, so we shall see. I just sprayed a little bit of my makeup setting spray, and I think maybe I'll just add a little more powder, a little more powder right in here. Little more powder. I'm gonna do here. Lately I've been doing just a little bit. You notice that this is almost gone? Yes, that is almost gone. It's amazing how that is lifted up. And this is lifted up. And that's with the Mission Luxe Reeve. So, as well as, I forgot, that I also have been using 2-3 times a week the micro needling. The micro needling scrub. That micro needling scrub is so good in terms of, okay, remember how that was bigger? And some of these, it really helps in terms of getting, helping the resurface your skin texture, and as well as freshening. It kind of like helps the cell turnover. That's what I was trying to say. The retexturizing the skin and the cell turnover. It's just incredible. It's just incredible. I have seen the difference. And if you look back at my pictures or some of my other videos from back even a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years, when did I started doing these lives in the fall of 2016, which is just like amazing to me how time has flown. But when I look back, I can really, really see the difference in my skin. So a lot of it's the Mission Luxe Reeve, as well as that it's the Equinox micro needling, micro needling polisher, and it's like a scrub. That it's been like a whole new, and it also helped lifted all of that stuff. I had so many. So it's weird because it helped my acne, and at the same time helped diffuse some of the lines. It helped bring out a lot of stuff that was in my skin into the surface, and just made everything made the dry patches go away, helped the oily things that were stuck in that for a long time go away. It helped balance out my skin texture as well as the overall look of my skin. So it's phenomenal. I can't say enough good things about that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share and hit thumbs up, like, subscribe, share. If you're watching me on my other social medias, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And share it with someone who likes beauty and style, or someone who just might need a smile. So don't forget, today and tomorrow, free shipping on orders 25+ with code WOMEN. Okay? So happy National Women's Equality Day. Happy National Dog Day. Have a happy day all around. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks. Bye.